Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ladies Blue Table Talk. Today, our topic is why is it so hard to find a good man? And why is it so hard to find a good woman? We're going to see both sides of the situation because the thing about it is we can't just lean in one direction and hear one side and don't hear the other. We are waiting for Man Tone, I think. Are you here? And Sour Patch Daddy, both of you, please jump in the box. We're going to have the guys talk first. And they're going to answer some questions to shed some light on this topic. Hello, Love Sealy. How you doing, love?
Okay. Come on, Jack. Wake up.
Uh-oh, he looks tired.
Good morning. Oh, I say good evening.
Hello, how are you? Everybody, take the time to hit Sour Patch Daddy with the fave. He's one of my bouncers. He is truly awesome. We're waiting on Man Tone to pull up, but like I was saying earlier, the topic is why is it so hard, to find a good man, and why is it so hard to find a good woman? And that is a situation that a lot of people today are trying to figure out. They go so far as to signing up for different dating sites, and Tag just happens to be one of them. And people are swiping left and swiping right, and they're crossing their fingers on many different apps to hope that they'll find somebody. Do you think that you can actually find that right person on a dating app?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Because you asking me, like, no, not for real, for real. Like,
Really?
no, it's all for play. For real, for real. Like, people come on here, and let me say this. If you're on here to stream, that's all you need to be on here for is streaming. If you're on here to find your love or find the love of your life, like, this ain't the place for you.
Mm.
Like, people don't care about your feelings on here. People don't care about your feelings in real life, for real. But you keep going out there trying to find that person that's going to complete you, and it's not going to happen. So definitely, like, if you're going to do that, you need to find your own lane, find somebody that's going to vibe with you on that type of level, and go from there.
So you don't think that you can actually meet somebody on here and the relationship could go to like another level, the next level on here? You think that it's just all play, fun and games, and I guess plots to hook up and just get straight to the point. In other words.
I mean, basically, that's what it's turned out to be. Um,
Mm.
like before this live stuff happened and everything like that, places like Tad and the other side, as they call it, it used to be, meet up and try to establish some kind of relationship and everything like that. But lately it's been, hey, I'm doing this for likes, I'm doing this for clout, I'm doing this for to see if I'm popular enough with everybody so I can get either these diamonds up, get this money or anything like that. It's the illusion of a relationship is a falsehood to a lot of people, and I totally understand that part.
Wow. Interesting. So what is your definition of a good woman?
Um, Hell, can't anybody describe what a good woman is because everywhere I look around, a good woman is not to be found. All I see around here are and excuse my language, it's the H's and B's out here that are really winning for real because I mean I can't find a good woman no more because all the women call themselves a bad B and this, that, and the other.
So
So I don't
you
want a bad
agree?
B. I want a good woman.
You agree that it is hard to find a good woman?
It's definitely hard to find a good woman.
But what would you call a good woman though? In your eyes, what would you call a good woman?
So for me, a good woman is someone who is basically about her business. She takes care of herself first and foremost, because if you can't take care of yourself, how can you expect a man to take care of you the way that you want them to take care of you? Um, Knowing yourself and knowing your worth is key and paramount beyond anything else. Um, Not necessarily what she has, not necessarily what she brings to the table, but it is some aspects into all of that. And for me, like, a good woman is a woman who um, not only knows her worth, but can provide her worth in the same sense.
Hmm. So basically, a woman that can take care of herself and knows her worth. She's not looking for somebody else to do
Yeah,
what she's already doing it. So basically, a woman that's independent in your eyes is a good woman.
she's independent, but she doesn't mind a little bit of help every now and then. Because us men, we are providers, or supposedly supposed to be providers. We're hunters. We're gatherers. We're the fixers. We're the maintenance for relationships, and we're supposed to be doing that part, and we're not doing that part sometimes. And some women don't allow a man to do that stuff. So, mm,
So independent but willing to allow a man to help her.
yeah, but not so much as taking advantage of the situation at the same time. Because we do have, I mean, there are women who do take advantage of the situation, knowing good and well that they can handle themselves. It's just the fact that they want to, again, get that clout, see if they popular enough to see if they can get this or get that out of somebody. So
Well, I know there's a lot of
that's why.
independent women who won't allow a guy to even help them though. They won't even ask him for help. So, like, is she still classified as a good woman?
If she doesn't want to ask for help, then yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she can handle her. If she can handle it herself, and she's fully independent, then yes, of course.
So if she's the type of
She's a
person
woman
that
all
says, "If
day.
I got it, I got it. I don't, I don't," and she just does without it, would you hold that against her? Do you still look at her as a good woman?
Of course,
Okay.
of course. There's nothing wrong with that.
And it was really interesting how you said that what you feel as though a man is supposed to do. Say that again.
So to me, I was brought up like a man is supposed to provide, protect, and he's pretty much the maintenance person for the whole relationship. If something is wrong, he has to jump in and fix it. Because it's something that she may not convey to you. It might not be something that she communicates to you fully, but you just have to sit there and you have to understand your woman to the point where it's like, okay, I have to make sure that this is done, make sure that is done, make sure that she's straight. So, I mean, I always go back to the adage of happy spouse, happy house.
Keeping her happy. Interesting.
Communication is always key, ladies, Sexy J. But how many times do we actually communicate throughout a relationship? Not only communicate, how well are you good at listening instead of communicating? Because you can talk all day, but if you're not listening to what I'm saying, then the communication is lacking.
Hmm. Interesting.
So
Now,
how
what?
often are you talking instead of how far or how often are you listening?
And that's very important.
If
A
you're
lot of
talking more than
people
you're
don't
listening,
realize
then
that.
it's not a thing.
Yeah, like communication, a lot of people don't realize the most important part of communication is you actually listening. You have to listen more than you talk.
Hmm. Hmm. And like for me, like we can talk, we can shoot the crap all day, but like at the same time, like if I have a problem, I expect you to not listen, but to understand where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, like, are you more of a person that prefers a traditional household where the woman stays home and you work? Or are you the type of person who will prefer more, I guess you could say, the millennial, the 2000 century lifestyle where both people are actually working?
So I guess you would call me a 2000s type of person because if we're not growing the business together, if we're not growing the empire, then why are you in my life?
Mm.
Like if we're not trying to build something to pass down to our kids so that they can continue to make income and pass that on to their children, no, I don't want you. You're it's a waste.
So you want to build a
It's a waste of
legacy to
time.
pass on to your children. Absolutely. That's awesome.
Of course,
Generational wealth. Yes.
you should have be put in a position to assume what is needed. And okay, okay, Sexy J. So let me ask you this question: if I should put myself in a position, right? Then why, in the meantime, would you come to me? Say me, you dating Sexy J. You don't communicate to me what you need, and I should just assume it. Then I'm wrong because I think I know what you want instead of you telling me what you want.
He can make a mistake and cause a
Again,
whole confusion like a yeah type of situation if he's
like
guessing.
women, understand this about men. We are simple, we are stupid, and we are slow. This is a fact. This has been from the beginning of time. All we know how to do is eat, sleep, and have sex. That's all we know how to do. We don't communicate. We haven't started communicating since 1995. Man, we don't communicate like that. We've never been told to communicate.
Hmm.
Hmm. Of course,
Absolutely.
both of us
Yeah.
should. Both of us should talk. Both of us should talk. Both of us should definitely talk. But how do we communicate effectively instead of just saying, "I want you to do this,"
Yeah. Man, Tone, can you come
instead
to
of
the box
saying,
as
"I
well, love?
want"? Can we do things like, "I feel as if this needs to happen. In order for us to grow, I think this needs to happen. In order for us to move to the next step, I feel as if X, Y, and Z needs to happen." Instead of, "You need to do this. I want you to do this. I need you to do that." And I mean, no disrespect, like what you said, I feel like is great communication skills. I wouldn't say mutually agreed. I would say compromised upon.
Absolutely.
Because just because you agree with it doesn't mean that you necessarily want to do it. Where we can find a middle ground to where we can both do the same thing and we're still happy, then I think that's even better.
Mm.
Like I like anime. Everybody knows I like anime. But I know that the woman that is going to be with me may not exactly like anime. I don't like Real Housewives of whatever. I think it's trash. But if my woman likes it, I'll sit there and watch it with her. I mean, I like it. I may talk shit about it the whole show, but hell, you do the same thing with sports. So
Hmm. Boy Tone, come
that's
to the box for a second. I want to get the another person's point of view as well. And it's fair to say you're about in your mid 30s, right?
yes,
Okay, so
35 to be exact.
okay, so that's how someone feels that's like in their mid 30s about, the definition of a woman is basically someone that is, well, first of all, a good woman is hard to find in his eyes. And online dating to him, it appears more to be like a game. It has like drifted away from the seriousness of really someone looking for someone to be with long term on a serious level. Is went into the direction of playing games, right? That's what you're saying.
Oh yeah, relationships are trash to me. Like it's all a game. It's all a cat and mouse game, and it's all it's all of that.
Hmm.
Who can get over on who first, and who can break who heart first before they even get broken first? Like it should be a point to where I'm plotting against you and we're together. If we're plotting against each other, then why are we still talking?
And you're really not into the traditional household. You're more into the build a legacy for generational wealth to pass on.
Of course.
And you feel as though a man's duties is to fix things, provide, protect, keep her happy. And I'm just recovering from this. He said, look, men are simple, stupid, and slow. Wow.
I mean, if I'm somebody who disagrees with me,
That's very interesting. Mantone, are you ready to come into the box? Wow, that's very,
but
very
you had to come
interesting.
to a conclusion that. Oh, okay. So a conclusion to you. So we agree upon something, and that's just a conclusion. There's no work being put in after that. Like we agree to something, right? We agree upon this, but that's just a conclusion. There's no work being added to this. We're just, hey, this is how I feel. This is how I feel. Okay, I understand that. We agree upon this, and that's it. Well, there's no work behind it.
Mm.
In order for any relationship to work, I mean, it has to be work, right? Like any friendship, any relationship, even at your job, like you had to come in agreement that you're going to come in and do this job for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours.
I think she's basically trying to say that whenever there's a conflict, two people should sit down and come to a mutual agreement where so both people are happy and both people needs are being met equally. That's basically what I believe she's trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
So this way it's not a
Okay.
situation where one person is just like, okay, it's going your way and not mine. What about my feelings and taking in consideration my suggestions? So I think that Sexy J, am I correct that you're basically saying that when it comes to communication and in any conflict in a relationship, that both people need to sit down. Yes, that's what she's saying. Negotiate, come to an
Okay.
agreement where as though both people
Mhm.
are being heard, both people needs are being met, and they both can basically say, you know what, I can do that. I don't have a problem with that because you know what, now what I'm feeling, my suggestions are being taken into consideration. So this is a good plan, and it's being said on
Okay.
both ends. Yeah, that
Okay.
is
So,
excellent. That
okay.
comes with communication. Absolutely.
Okay. So, is it safe to say this then? With compromise comes,
Hmm.
or with communication comes compromise. Can we agree on that?
Absolutely. We both have to be willing to compromise. Absolutely, to make it work, to meet each other in the middle. I agree.
Okay.
Is there
So,
any
what's
other
something that
guys
you're
that
willing to
want to get in the
compromise on?
box? Because I see
Like, what's some things
Mantone.
you?
Wait, wait, give me just a second. Mantone is in the audience, but I don't think he's still listening or something. But I'm willing to take another guy in the box as well to respond to these questions because that's the only way us women are gonna understand a man's point of view. If there's any other guys who want to jump in the box, definitely request the box, and I'll be more than happy to box you up, which is really what we are willing to compromise. Yes,
So, let me ask this question. Can I ask a question then?
absolutely.
Okay. What do y'all consider to be a good man?
Oh, well, that's what we're gonna ask the ladies next after we speak to the
Okay.
guys, and then we're gonna come to a conclusion. Is there any other guys in the audience that want to speak on a man's point of view on a man's behalf before we start asking the women their point of view?
Please, because I'm just a child here. Like I'm 35. I still have a lot to learn about relationships, and I'm willing to learn. It just And I'm gonna say this, and I want everybody to hear me when I say this. Any person that come in here with that hotep attitude, like y'all niggas are the salt of the earth, and I hate y'all. Simps. It's okay to do stuff for your woman, but you ain't got to be all like goofy as hell. Like we still got bills to pay.
Yeah, I don't see anyone. Is there any women in the audience who want to box up and answer the same question so we could kind of like hear, the sides
Oh,
of
come on,
both
Sexy J. I know
sides?
you got something you want to say. Come in
Yes,
here,
because
Sexy J. I want to hear your mouth all day. I want to hear you say something.
we was looking.
Cause I mean, you gonna have words too. And just know, me and you, Sexy J, gonna have words. It sucks that I'm like the only dude in here that's talking, and when other dudes come in and be spouting that goofy nonsense, like you wasn't here to defend your honor, you wasn't here to defend your logic, your attitude, and you still have all this stuff to say. Like, dude, like, come on, bro. Like, you want to be heard, and it's your chance to be heard. Like, you don't have to be in the box. You can type it in the comments and all that stuff. Like, you ain't gotta be scared. Like, Lady Blue does not like much.
Yeah, I don't bite much. Just a little bit. I nibble.
Oh, she definitely nibbles. She definitely nibbles. She definitely nibbles.
But see, today
All
I'm
right.
gonna stay in the middle. I'm not going to. I might speak a little bit of what I believe, but I'm not gonna really go that hard because I honestly feel as though with me, I'm more like in the middle anyway. I love peace, and I just believe that relationships, there should be no type of conflict at all. Both should be willing to, just like you both said about communication. Communication is key. If there's no communication, he doesn't know because you're not telling him. And if you don't communicate with her, she doesn't know either. Because the thing about it is, it's the reading the minds situation. A lot of people really believe that, oh, the person is just supposed to assume, like they're supposed to just know. And no, people don't know. You have to sit down and talk with a person. And the thing about it is that be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And if you changed your mind, let them know. Like, you know what? I thought I liked this, but I realized that, you know what? I really don't like that. And keep that person up to date. Don't let your relationship grow apart and then wonder why y'all not still on the same page because you just evolved, discovered something about yourself, and then you weren't even willing to share it with that person. So this way y'all can grow together, which would basically create a strong bond over the
Mm-hmm.
time frame that y'all together. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a guy being with a
Mm-hmm.
woman and you know what, realizing I thought that I like it this way behind closed doors, but when we tried it that way, with you for some reason you have a different body type and everything. I like it that way. So it's a whole, evolutionary
Mm-hmm.
process, a whole growth process because the thing about it is that when you're with a person, every person is different. And that's what we gotta realize. Like every time we get into another relationship, this is a whole brand new relationship. Do not bring in baggage or anything from a previous relationship. Start clean slate. And if you're not willing to be clean slate, then you're not ready to date yet. You need to go do a healing process because if you're gonna harbor any negative feelings and feel as though you know what you're gonna take it out on the next person when they didn't do these things to you that were bad or you that or do it did harm to you, it's gonna end it before it even starts.
So let me ask you this question, and this is just only to you because I don't know if anybody else can hear me. But you said healing. How long does it take for one to heal?
You know
Is
what?
there a set amount of time, or is like
I can't even say that. I don't even know if I even have the position in life to even like validate a certain time frame, because everyone, I would say, heals at a different pace. But I will say that when you yeah, everybody is different. But I will say that
Yes, I
all
understand.
of us are
I
imperfect.
understand that everybody's different.
Yeah.
I dig that. I understand everybody's different, but it can't be so different to where you're not in a relationship and you're taking time to heal for X amount of years and you still not with nobody because you still feel some type of way about the last person who fucked you over.
Yeah, I can
Part of
understand
my
that.
language,
Yeah.
like if you're turning into that type of bitter person, then just be a bitter person. You don't have to go around the world saying that these people ain't this or I ain't this or I'm not willing to do this, that, and the other. I mean, yes, honestly, you have your morals and you don't want to break them or anything like that. But I mean, you can bend your rules because if you don't bend them, you'll never find that person that's going to be right for you. You're going to continually be in that same loop, and it's like,
Hmm. It's going to be a repeat of the
okay,
same thing all over again. And that's going to
okay.
be.
So why are you okay? So why is it the fact that you had to be okay with being alone? Because nobody was put on this earth to be alone. Nobody was put on this earth to be alone. Everybody deserves a friend. That's what somebody told me.
Hmm.
Everybody deserves a friend. Yes, but are you wasting your time healing when you be out there exploring new possibilities?
I think it's different for everybody.
Sometimes your healing comes from the next relationship. Sometimes your healing comes from the next person that you meet.
Hi, Zulu.
Sometimes your healing comes from the person that you least likely think is going to come from. But you're so wrapped up in your healing time that you're like, I'd rather be alone than to mess with another nigga who's going to break my heart. How
Hmm.
long do you like? That's what I'm asking. Like, your healing time is what
Zulu, you gotta stop
until
calling
you feel
people
as if
ex
you're done healing.
wifey and stuff like that. Don't do that. That's not a nice name to call
That's
a woman.
hilarious.
Yeah, it is. That's not
That's
a
hilarious.
Zulu. That's actually a very negative name to call a woman. You shouldn't do that. You should call a woman something that's uplifting. That sounds horrible. Hello, sexy J.
Okay,
Welcome
let me answer that
to Lady
question.
Blues Blue Table Talk.
It's the red hair for me.
Yes.
Hi.
It's the red hair for me.
Oh, thank you. Sour Patch, Sour Patch. You're getting it all wrong. You're combining so much stuff together that you're getting what I'm trying to say wrong. You see what I'm
Explain
saying? So
to
I
I was
us.
got
gonna
it in
wait
the
for you to
box
get in this
to
box.
explain to you what I mean by being alone. Okay? Being
Okay.
alone with yourself after a traumatic experience sometimes is a must. And the reason
Whoa.
why,
Wait. Can I stop you for just a second? I'm sorry. Why does it have to be traumatic?
no, I'm saying you saying after a relationship, sometimes they do be like a toxic relationship. Okay, we're talking about relationships, right? If
Yeah, we're
it's
talking about
toxic,
relationships. But you said toxic and then you said traumatic. So it's a difference between toxic and traumatic at the same time, right? So why does
it's
it
a
have to be?
difference, but they're kind of sort of similar. And what I mean by that is, okay, just say for instance, if it was toxic for you, something may have happened where it wasn't you. In either situation, toxic and traumatic, what I'm trying to say, it may not have been your fault. And you may have blamed yourself for something didn't you didn't do. Because for one thing, the way a person treats you, you have no control over that. Okay? You have no
Yes, you
control.
do.
Hold on. Hold on. You have no control over the way a person treats you. You have control over the way you allow them to treat you. That's two different things too. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, let's say I was married for 30 years, give you a prime example. Okay?
Okay.
The way he treated me, I allowed it because I was naive. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to find myself. I lost myself and I got married young. I was married 30 years, had kids, 3 kids. I lost myself in the process of being married, trying to take care of home, trying to work, trying to take care of him and do everything that I thought was right because the communication was not there. You understand what I'm saying? So in the end, because the communication wasn't there, infidelity played a part. You get what I'm saying? I thought I was doing everything right. But to him, he wanted me to do this. And then to me, I wanted him to do something else. But if I express myself, when you're dealing with a person that is narcissistic, they never hear you. Okay? You can say everything two, three, four, 5 times. They never hear you because they don't do any wrong. So you're continuing to think this person is going to change, and it never does. But you stay because now I've become complacent to what I'm used to. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
So I became complacent to, and I didn't see myself, without this person because I was in love. But this person was no longer in love with me. I'm just giving you an example. So in my head, I was in love and I thought that I could fix it. But I never could fix it because guess what? He was already gone.
Okay.
Okay? So we tried, to fix it. Even with a breakup and all of that. We did a separation. But when I allowed him to come back, it was worse because he never intended to reciprocate the same thing that I felt.
Because he didn't think he was doing anything wrong from the beginning.
Yes, it was just to keep me there. You get what I'm saying? For his purposes. I had to decide this was no longer good for me. You can't always. I was putting everybody first to the point where I lost Jay. You understand what I'm saying? So the reason why I say sometimes you need to be alone, not everybody, because everybody can't do it. But I had to be alone to gain my peace back, to get me back, and to allow myself to learn what the examples of what I do not want again.
So in other words,
you understand what I'm saying?
Who need time to heal, and there may be some people who may not need time to heal. There's 2 types of ways of healing. She's basically saying, you said some people during a period of time, they may not have to be by themselves to heal. They can just, date somebody, and that person will probably heal that person. But there are actually some people who actually need time to themselves because the relationship was so damaging. Whereas though they felt as though, wait a minute, I gotta figure out who am I before I can even present myself to another person. I gotta find out what I do like, what I don't like before I go out with this person, because then I can't even tell them or respond. I don't even know. I don't know a lot of stuff about myself.
So I had to.
Okay.
Right. I had to become whole again. What I'm saying. I lost me.
Okay.
And in order for me to become whole, I didn't need anybody else right now. That would have just added to what the place I was trying to get. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did that part. Yeah, I definitely did that part. Yeah.
Yes. And then I know people that, guess what? They was out of a marriage, and the next thing I knew, that they were back, had met a husband real quick. You see what I'm saying? Yes, everybody is different.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, for some people, just trying to give you the scenario of how certain things work. Everybody is so different. And then with me, the reason why it took me a long time is because I actually had a nervous breakdown. It's just different stuff. It was traumatic for me. You understand what I'm saying? So it was toxic for one, and it was traumatic. Some people just have a toxic relationship and they can move right on, get under another person and be okay. But mine was traumatic.
Okay.
It bothered me health wise. I still deal with anxiety and depression. I couldn't talk. I My body was doing stuff I wasn't used to. So right now I had to become a different person. I became a whole different person that now Sexy had to get used to, and now she's living with this person that she had to now realize, okay, I'm new, you know?
Mm.
I'm not the old me anymore.
That's
So
true.
just giving you prime examples
That's
of
true.
the way certain people have to heal. I wasn't saying you were wrong. Just it's different things. And yes, there are still good women out here. I'm one of them, okay? Just letting you know, I'm not a be all, you know. I am still a good woman. I still believe in love regardless.
Mm.
Because out of the time that I healed, I also went to therapy. You know, a lot of people don't want to do that. And I learned that, guess what? I could not give up on my higher power.
Mm.
It is because of him that I'm still here. You know,
Exactly.
so
Exactly.
um, don't give up on love, because I tell everybody in the audience, don't give up on love because you've had a traumatic experience. Love is out there. No, you are so right. No one was put on this earth to be alone. And I don't want to, but I am now. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to the point where yes, whenever somebody comes along, yes, I'm prepared now.
Big West.
But yes, no one was here to be put alone. And I just wanted to get that out there. That's all.
So, Sexy J, what is your
Definitely.
definition
You are
of
not wrong.
what's your definition of a good man? Say less.
Okay, my definition of a good man is know that I appreciate the little things that he do. You know what I'm saying? I look at it's not monetary for me. It's not really physical for me, because intimacy to me is much more than sex. You know what I'm saying? If you can give me intimacy, um, if you can reach my mind, like you say all the
Mm.
time, sapiosexual.
That's
You know,
me.
if you get my mind, it's so much
Yes.
easier for you to get
You
my
got to
heart.
get me here first. Absolutely.
And your verbiage to me
That's
would
definitely.
definitely cause me to cut you off if what comes out of your mouth is not what I'm looking for.
Mm-mm. Yes.
I already know
That's
what I
true.
want now. You know what
That's
I'm
true.
saying?
That's true.
Yes. And so
You're right.
it's just a different it's a different world out here. And I understand what you said. I do. Because I see it every day. It's a different world out here. I don't know how to date. I'm telling you now. Um, because I was married for so long and I've just been divorced 2 years. But what I'm saying is, um, I look for the little things. A good man to me is a type of person that gets to know me little by little, and just start to know the little things that I like about him. Like he may take my car and get it washed, and I appreciate that, and I let him know. You know what I'm saying? Those
Mm-hmm.
little things. I may be getting off of work late. He may have dinner ready, and I appreciate that, and I let him know. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I may say something like, "Hey, I ain't got but this amount of money to my name," and he leaves something on the dresser for me. And those little things. To me, those are little
Yes.
things, and I don't care about what we can build together, because that's gonna come. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Knowing the person, actually, a friendship is where I'm starting. Okay. Because if you're my best friend, I'm your number one fan. I want to be your number one fan. You know what I'm saying? So be my best friend first. And whatever it turns into, hey, it is what it is. Good men are out here. And I'm afraid to don't get me wrong. I'm afraid I don't turn a lot of them down. But at the end of the day, what's for me will be for me. I
Absolutely.
will get it.
Just to cut in there a little bit, everybody, welcome to my show. This is Lady Blues Blue Table Talk. We're trying to get two guys in the box and two ladies in the box. So the topic today is what's your like why is it so hard for a man to find a good woman? And why is it so hard for a woman to find a good man? Say less. I would love to have you come into the box because you're someone who would definitely represent the more seasoned classification of men. Sour Patch is representing the guys in the mid 30s, and it was very interesting of the different things that he spoke about. He honestly feels as though the online dating thing, like he doesn't look at it as an area where you could really find true love. I gotta ask you, Sexy J, do you think that you can actually find a good man online dating? You think
I
it's a
truly do.
possibility?
I know a lot of people that have met people online and actually gotten married and been married for a while.
Okay, so is it okay? So never mind.
It's what you're
I think the
looking for,
question.
love. It's basically it's what you're looking for. And if you find that person, yes, it is possible. Not just here. We're talking about all the different apps, It is possible. Yes, it is possible. Do I believe in love at first bite? I believe some people can fall in love. I believe that you can know how you feel about a person time you meet them. Yes.
Interesting.
I still truly believe in that.
Sexy J, do you believe in a traditional household where as though, well, would you prefer? I'm gonna say it like this: a traditional household where the woman stays home and the man works, or would you prefer the type of a household where as though the 2000th century where both are out there working?
I am. I'm pro-choice. Okay. You have men out there that like for their women to stay at home. That's because they can afford that type of lifestyle. But for the nine times out of 10, the way we're living now, it takes a two-income household. It still can be traditional because to some point, the woman still should be submissive, in some areas. If she know that her man can lead, you understand what I'm saying? You need to know what you have first before you can be submissive to someone. So with me, the submission part, that's where the traditional part comes in. The man knows that he needs to be a provider. You know what I mean? And then whatever he can't handle, then that's when you are his helpmate.
Okay, so can I ask this question there? I know we talked about traditional households and everything like that. There are some traditional households where the woman works and the man stays at home. Do you agree with that?
Yes. It's not one-sided. It's never one-sided because guess what? She knows what she has and he knows what he has. If it's better for her to work, because guess what? Her insurance is better. Hell, she make more money. And it's better for him to stay home
I've done that.
because,
I've done
yeah,
that. I've done that.
yes.
And you gonna laugh at me, but look, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna tell you.
No,
I
I've
was
done
dating a
that.
guy, and I was pregnant. Get this, y'all gonna look at me like I'm crazy. I was pregnant, and I'm gonna let it be known. And he would come down on the weekends, and that's how it happened. Okay, God works in mysterious ways. It was a surprise, baby, and I love her to death. But I called the daddy, and I said, "You gonna have to leave your job and come move down here, cause you have a child on the way." So for a period of time, the pregnant woman was working while he was at the house with my other daughter babysitting my firstborn because this was the second. So I would get up every morning, okay, and I would get her ready for preschool. I would throw her on my hip, and the baby was in the womb. Go to work, take
Yeah.
her to daycare while he was job hunting. And that was
Exactly.
during the daytime. But at nighttime, you know what I'm saying? It was we would switch the roles. So it happens like
Yeah.
that sometime. And I had maternity leave. So guess what? We had
Yeah.
that to lean on too for a little while until he found the job. And once he found that job, we
Exactly.
had
Exactly.
two incomes coming in. So I think that, well,
Exactly.
I'm going to put my little 2 cents in there. You have to adapt to knowing your bills and knowing what you
Yes.
have. Like she said, I'm going to go back to that. You
Yes.
can't
Yes.
sit up there and say, I'm going to put the burden fully on a man or fully on a woman because at the end of the day, we're both human.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He can get hurt at work. And I got to have his back because we cannot come in his house and the lights are not
Exactly.
working. And at the end of the day, I'm human. And I can get hurt at work too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we was just a little nasty one day. And you know what? I'm pregnant. So, guess what? He gonna have to step up. Okay? So you basically have to adapt to your circumstances. So I completely regret and
I had
respect
to
that.
do it too, Blue, because I was to the
Exactly,
point where
BSB.
I'm just gonna put it out there. He was a street
Today.
man,
We have to have the same
and I
goal,
was
which is to
like,
survive.
this was not happening. I said, we can't keep living the street life. I'm scared for you out there. I'm scared somebody gonna follow you home. So guess what? I'm gonna take care of the household because I could.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? And he just found a job. Look, he worked at the Waffle House warehouse. And at the Waffle House warehouse, the man used to let him park the trucks. Look, he got his license, his CDLs, and got a job.
Nice.
See how he worked?
And it take time to
We
get
had to
it. She's holding her foot
compromise.
down.
We had
Yeah.
to do the compromising thing to do what we had to do what we had to do. But I was willing to do that because I was able.
Do you feel
Sometimes
as
you're not
if,
always able.
do you feel as if it's harder for men and women to compromise when it comes down to certain things because they're just not willing to do it?
Some
Or
others.
is it the fact that hey, I don't want to do it and forget what you're talking about.
Yeah,
If you're not doing this, you're not doing this. I can't be with you
exactly.
type shit.
Exactly. I feel that way.
Yeah, I think it's very important.
And I
in
do also
communication.
feel like after I did all that and things got rough, he wasn't willing to get a second job. You understand what I'm saying? So it was like I said, the communication is always key. You're learning this person still while you're with them. You'll never fully know a person because stuff keep coming out. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
You continue to learn them over the years and time, that you be with them. So you'll never fully know them. There's going to be some things that are still in the closet. Even to this day, he don't know some things about me. And we're not even together. But that's because of the type of person that he turned into. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't for him to know those things. If you see that a person always bringing up certain things, if you tell them something, then you know not to even go there with them. You have to learn the person that you're with. Bring it up and use it to, use it against you. No, you cannot tell that person that. You have to know the person you're with, love. It's crazy. But like you said, you already said, men are what? Stupid, dumb, that y'all want to have sex and do all that other crazy stuff.
He said men are
So you just said. So you just said. You just
So you
said.
gotta communicate
You
with
just
them.
said.
Look at this traveling.
just
Are you
said-
able to jump in the box as well? Because we need 2 guys and 2 ladies
Y'all
in the
you
box.
just don't know.
He speaks.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Y'all just ain't.
age bracket.
Y'all the left side of y'all brain don't work.
Okay, no, it works just to the things that we want to go for.
It don't.
It works. It definitely works.
No,
It
it
is. It
don't.
works when it works when we want it to work.
It don't.
It
Traveling, I
works when
think
we
you
want
need
it
to
to
jump
work.
up here. Hold up.
You know, and so it's not that we don't care
No,
or
I
we
was
don't have that.
piggybacking on him. He was like, men are not this, and we just, we only want to do certain things. So I was teasing when I said stupid, dumb, and all that stuff. But he said some things, so I was
Hello,
just
single.
piggybacking on what he said. But
Yeah, I did.
at the end of the day, y'all don't really take a lot of things in consideration. That's all I'm saying. Y'all don't take a lot of things in consideration when it comes to certain things. A lot of you all are selfish. Women are nurturers by law, okay?
Well, come on now.
Y'all selfish.
Let's not do that. I mean, there's some women
Oh,
who
look,
are
and then I
selfish
don't
too
want
now.
to do it.
There's some selfish women out here too. Now, let's not do that. Let's
Yes.
not just.
But I'm saying, women are actually by nature nurturers. So we nurture you
Okay.
guys too.
So
Don't
so
just think that,
so
huh?
what age range? What age range are you talking about? Because these younger
All of them.
females are
All of
not
them.
nurturers.
No,
Some of these women are not like that.
all of them just like the men. We got some older men that are in my age bracket. I'm 52. That act like children. They pants sagging. You know, you will not be walking nowhere with me with your pants sagging.
And there's some older
No.
men who are having a
I was
midlife
saying
crisis to do that. There's
Okay,
older
so there's
Yeah,
men.
who
women.
doing that?
There's women. Okay, there's women out here who do the same thing as men, and they dress it up as like I'm f and I'm fuck nigga free. I'm a bad bitch. I don't need a man for this, that, and the other.
Oh, they're
And I
hurting.
agree.
They're hurting.
I agree. But what I'm saying is, it's not that it's right.
Hey, bro, you talking about the slow ass chicks that really rode in the back of the short bus, dog? Fuck them. Don't talk about them. We talking about
Wait.
women.
Time out. Time
But
out.
see,
I
that's the
need
thing though. It's
everyone.
more of them out here than it is other women.
Oh, wait. Let me time out. Okay, so I need everybody to know this is being recorded and it's going to be on YouTube. This is awesome. It's getting really juicy. Okay, this is not a feature show. So it's okay for you to express yourself as much as you want to. But I will say this. If you do curse, let it be one curse within the whole sentence, not a whole bunch of curses bunched up behind each other, because we're all grown and I completely understand. My Wednesday show is a grown show. My Saturday show, I'm trying to get that to be a feature show. So I completely, I'm open to hearing everything that y'all are going to say. I'm going to unmute everybody. I'm loving how Sour Patch put his glasses on. I'm scared because he don't put his glasses on. And I like how, Traveling jumped in the box with this energy, because Traveling, we needed another male energy up in here, but I need you to state your age bracket before you start talking this time. And Sexy J is speaking on her experience. And Sexy J, I need you to also let them know your age bracket too, because I think that when you were born has a lot to do with it too. And that was the reason why I said, do you prefer traditional family or both working? Okay, so I'm going to go one person at a time. Okay, so we're going to repeat first. So Sour Patch, tell them your age category and then say what you were just saying.
What do you mean by category?
Okay, he's in his mid-30s. Go ahead and say what you were saying.
Oh, I'm single, yo.
Okay.
35, single, black, educated, from Alabama.
Okay. And Traveling, your age bracket, please.
I'm 40.
Okay, now. And what was you saying about the guys? What was you saying about the men? The men and then the women and
I
the what?
mean, I can't really speak for. I can't really speak for like for the next man, but I can speak for myself. I done some stupid stuff. Um, yeah. I'm ready. Just know I'm ready. Just know I'm ready to talk. It's what it is. I'm here for all the
And
shenanigans.
Sexy J, what's your age
So
bracket?
my question was this: like,
My age
are there
bracket
more
is
short
I'm
bus women? Oh,
52.
Okay, and she's in her
I'm 52.
50s. Okay, so she's season, okay? Oh,
Yeah.
Hey,
we like them seasoned.
yeah.
We definitely
Learn
like them
some
seasoned.
things from there. Yeah.
Seasoned and marinated. That's all we like.
Well
okay.
married.
And Juicyana, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
pulling you up here too in the box as well. Juicyana, request the box. So I'm gonna say to you, traveling, what is your definition of a good woman?
Mhm. Dude, me personally, the type of woman that I grew up with was my mama.
Mm.
Uh, Prime example of like hard working, down to earth, loyal, cook, clean, and maintain the job, and probably work a second job. You know, and that's the thing though. Like jack of all trades. You know what I mean?
A multitasker.
If you sit up and, I mean, she wasn't one to depend on like the government, or she's very knowledgeable when it come down to different things in life.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Juicyana.
so when I look at a woman, I see potential.
Mm-hmm.
You're not limited. Ain't no way you limited. You are absolutely the source. I mean, I was taught that in more studies. A woman is the source. Matter of fact, not woman, mother is the source.
Mm.
She can give the next generation wisdom. She can give anybody wisdom. Really, a woman is more. A woman can actually find the very thing to make a man better.
Mm.
No, I
Wow.
was laughing at
He's
something
going
else. I
right
was
back to
laughing at something.
Yeah,
nourisher. And I believe that strongly that I feel the same way. A
yeah,
woman is a
yeah.
source of
Nurturing.
nourishment for the whole household, for the
Nurturing.
man she's with and her children. She
Mm-hmm.
nourishes everyone in her household. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes. She is a source of nourishment. And I believe
but
the man is the
but you got
protector.
but but one thing and one thing for sure. When you deal with the times that we're in, ain't no tradition, no morals, no principles, no attributes being taught to these youngins.
Mm.
Because if it
Mm-mm.
was,
Mm-mm.
you have you have more a stricter curriculum. Everybody's on
Mm-hmm.
a public notice of instant gratification. So
Mm-hmm.
therefore, when society as a whole is in instant,
Mm-hmm.
that woman falls for everything. All she gonna give that man is a headache. She ain't gonna be cooking. She gonna give him high blood pressure. Everything coming out of damn can.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't actually give that man substance, then what use are you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can't you can't give a man substance if your whole being is in instant gratification. That
Mm.
You're
means
gonna get noodles.
you'll instantly you'll instantly search for the suicide, which is anything given to you.
Mm.
The number one thing, the number one thing I've learned is if you really want to actually kill, you want to kill something, put bait out there.
Mm.
It'll kill the rest. So if you ain't learned about the tactics of your enemy, first off, the first thing I've learned was for real in history. they gave up
Single be nice.
blankets to the Indians. If
I'm not
you're not
laughing at you, busy.
self-sufficient,
I'm laughing at what you gonna say here.
yeah. If you gonna take the blanket, guess what? It got smallpox on it. Then you taking the smallpox back to your home. Then next thing you know, the whole village is wiped out. Next thing you know, nobody's there but the babies. So next thing you know, they put those babies into slavery and basically start a new cycle, a new program.
Mm-hmm.
So what we got now is history that's watered down, that ain't got no substance. It's not telling me who I am or where I come from. So therefore, when I'm actually being taught something of your curriculum, it has nothing to do with me. So I'm an idle mind. All I'm here to do is work.
Yeah.
No self-sufficient. No, just dependent. I'm dependent.
I don't
You're
want
a
to cut you
dependent.
off, but the last week's show was
You
about
good? Go
that.
ahead.
We was talking about a movie that was called Hidden Colors. And Hidden Colors
My
1 through
favorite.
5. We spoke about it last week. And Hidden Colors is very deep. It tells you about black history. Black American history.
It gets off into spirituality.
Yes.
It talks about the NOI. It talks about everything you can think of. All the artifacts that they had from
Nobody
they made
knows
shoes
anything.
out of skin and everything
They
you can
fall
think
for
of.
anything, baby. They don't know nothing, so they just fall for anything.
Yeah.
You know, all they fall for is that instant gratification, just like he said, because they don't know nothing else. Nobody's here to teach them the other way, the right way. You see what I'm saying? So he's absolutely correct. It goes back to that whole episode of last week. Yeah.
Man, so when you sit up, well, I'm sorry for recapping the whole episode of last week. But this is daily.
Yeah, but it affects.
This is your daily bread.
Right.
I'm sorry.
You're right. It affects how people connect today because it's different categories of people. Let me tell you something. We come onto this dating site because we're talking about dating. This is Tag. And you'll find guys that's from Africa and Jamaica looking for young women in America. And then the young women in America and the older women in America, first of all, they approach them differently. They look at the older women in America like, I want you to take care of me. And the older women in America are saying to them, no, I don't feel like burping you, cleaning the milk from behind your ears, and none of that, and changing your pampers. You can forget it. I'm not having a midlife crisis. You see what I'm saying? The young girls, they're like, what you gonna do for me? Because all I need is my nails done. I need a bag of weed. You know what I'm saying? I need my hair done. It's just completely, again, you don't teach them nothing. They don't know nothing else when that's all they know.
Exactly.
You know, also some of the guys not realizing, hello, you're feeding your mind by listening to certain music. And the music that you're listening to, you don't even realize that you're listening to the music from a person who, excuse me, is damaged. So you're taking what he's saying, yeah, that's how I'm going to deal with the women. Yeah, that's not how you communicate with a woman that you like. That's not how you treat it either.
But you gotta get an understanding that majority of the people that we deal with on a day-to-day basis don't even have an idea of what the fuck to do for themselves.
That's right. And then there's women, like he said, walking around saying, I'm a bad bee is a good thing. What?
No, I'm sitting up paying attention to everything that you pretty much got going on for yourself. Like if a female out here nowadays, for real, you can be an awesome dude. They'll rather still be promiscuous in a relationship versus actually not settle down, but be martial law. Absolutely. I'll touch on that real quick. Well, I'll knock it out real quick. Majority of the Walmarts that was pretty much shut down around America are used for ICE. And pretty much if you ain't careful, you know what I mean, you can't be out here like really getting tough on spreading the propaganda, or not propaganda, the truth, because they'll come after you. They'll come scoop your ass up and they'll question the heck out of you. Yeah, there's a lot going on with that. But back to what I was saying, a lot of people that we deal with now, they get into relationships for the sole benefit of monetary value, and not actually sitting up trying to build with a person. I was talking to a young lady one time, and I sat up and I was like, look, you working, I'm working. If we can mess around and save $20,000 each, we can pay for a wedding, we can get new cars, we can get a house, we can get whatever. Y'all got 40,000. How y'all gonna mess that up? Then you'll have that one that deviate away from what's supposed to be. They rather do everything else and keep up with the Joneses versus actually be sustained.
That comes with maturity. A lot of people don't realize you're not supposed to live your life to impress other people. You're supposed to live to survive.
Look. But every time she's scrolling down, dog, on social media, she's like, oh, they got money. Oh, they going to Dubai. They going to whoop, whoop, whoop. You can go to Dubai too. And stay for a week. Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like, you know what I mean? I sat up and I looked at what's the movie called with Denzel, Fence.
Yeah.
Fences,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh,
the only thing I didn't like about that movie is that he actually had a baby with another chick while married to this loyal woman. I'm not gonna lie to you, because it really upset me. And me being the person that I am, I ain't gonna lie to you. I can have just one. Baby, we can knock it out 3 times a day. What's up? It ain't a problem.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Look, let's find some random spots in, around the city and get it in. You can do that. But that's what you gotta look for in your one. Because everybody ain't gonna be on your one. They might be on the 2. I'm just saying, like I deal with rhythm. Everybody ain't gonna be in sync with your rhythm. So that's true. Now we dealing with people that's out of sync with themselves. They've been out of sync for a long time. They've been dealing with the wrong people, and they don't know how to actually act as a woman and as a man. Some of them want to be a man. How you gonna want to be a man, but a spider scare the crap out of you? How you gonna tell a man he can't protect you?
I don't want to get off the topic. I do want to ask you though, do you believe that you can actually find love online? On dating sites?
How much time do a person have to actually pretty much invest in that person? Time. Time waits for no one. Time will tell on you. That's what I've learned. Good relationships is the kingdom of God. Even if I don't even pursue a relationship with you, I should be able to connect with you.
Yeah. I think connection is way more than just a physical attraction. I think that a vibe or a vibration, when it comes down to certain people, it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but we can always be friends. Right. That's I guess key to a lot of it. Like if we're not vibrant, if we're not on the same path, we're not on the same wavelength, then why should we even be talking? It's a waste of my time and it's a waste of my energy.
But that's what that's another thing. That's the reason why I say fools rush in where wise people dare to go. When you get into that, when you start really getting that in your mind, throughout your years on this earth, you done seen a lot of fools.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is the instant potatoes, the instant grits, all that's gonna kill you. Anything that's done instantly gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Your longevity, you ain't gonna see it. Throughout the years I done spent on this earth, man, I ain't gonna lie to you.
So do you believe
I done
that you
seen
can
a
find
whole
love
bunch of
online
tragedy.
or no?
It depends on if y'all actually click. Everybody got a copy out here of their first love out. Trust me. Everybody got a copy of their first love out here. That one that got away, that you fucked up.
Interesting. Now, what about like relationships? Do you believe in a traditional relationship where one stays home and one works, or do you feel as though now, due to the economy, do you believe that both people need to work?
Honest to God, truth, I don't want to be a wage slave no more. So the thing I want to do is actually get to a point where I can make 100,000 a year.
Facts.
So, but do you believe that a woman should stay home and cook and clean, keep the house right while you work? You know, or do you believe that both of you should just be pushing for that?
Right. Push for what I was just explaining. Cause for real, I'm for real tired of clocking in. I'm tired of walking into a depressing warehouse. I'm tired of walking into any building where I know I'm not gonna make half the money they're making off of me.
Facts.
I respect that. I respect the whole employee employer situation. But what I'm asking you is, are you the type of person
No.
that's adaptable, whereas though you're saying, you know what, it really doesn't matter, and one has to stay home and one works, or it doesn't really matter if both work, or is there in your mind that you would rather have one or the other?
Here it is. We'll both be home. We'll have income coming in.
So basically, your goal is to push, whereas though both of you will be able to sit home and not have to work at all.
Exactly.
Okay, but for the meantime, until you get there, which one would you do anyway? That's what I'm saying to you. You're not there yet. That's the goal. That's the long term goal.
Hey, look. Hey, hold on, Blue. I'm there. I'm there. But yeah, real talk. Like, yeah, I would want my lady to actually sit back. I would like my lady to sit back.
So you would like her to stay home and
And
make sure
enjoy the
that
food.
she's educating the children and keeping the house clean and everything, while you be the provider and the protector and so on.
Yeah. She gonna have to hear this protect too. I gotta teach her how to use something. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's that natural instinct.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
ain't no way. Here it is. Ain't no way.
Yes.
Facts.
She got to be a colder shot than me, and I'm a good shot.
Facts.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, real talk. I really do appreciate coming in and speaking for real.
I appreciate you too, bro. Because I was getting gang banged by two women, and I ain't like it.
It's not the gang bang. It's not the gang bang, bro. It's not the gang.
You were not.
I'll get a jump, bro.
Friends coffee.
Y'all hear this?
Look. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Luciana, are you still there in the audience? If so, please request a box.
You were not getting gangbang. I was just giving you
These here it is. These two right here, I ain't gonna lie to you. Love their minds. Hard working, down to
They're
earth.
awesome.
Oh yeah. And the best thing, the thing I can tell you right now, if our women continue to do the things that they're doing, the traditional woman is going to be extinct.
Of course.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Here it is. My ancestors mess around, especially the females mess around and was like, we need rights. Females need rights and woo woo woo. And they weren't nothing but a stepping stool.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, 27.
It's crazy. They was nothing but a stepping stool, and nowadays, ain't no way of an Asiatic woman nowadays can consider herself to be a feminist. That's crazy. How can you be a feminist and you don't even really have have rights like your counterparts, but you consider yourself to be equal? Ain't no way. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like this. I asked one question. This question is a no-go for me. If I ask this question, I guarantee you I'll walk off afterwards. Any brother, you should walk off afterwards. If you ask a female and she says that we came over here on the ship, walk off.
Well, with that being said, I'm gonna conclude that basically, when it comes to relationships, a good man and a good woman does exist. They do exist. That's just from what I'm hearing from speaking to all of you. Good men and good women do exist. But the thing about it is, it requires for you to communicate and compromise. If you're not willing to communicate with the person and make sure that y'all on the same page so you don't waste each other's time, put in an investment in something that you know good and well is not going to work, that right there is the first thing that needs to be done. What? Communication. Y'all need to what? Date, people. You have got to date. Don't be.
Please say it for the people in the back of the room. In the back of the room. Say it one more time. Say it one. Put it in capital letters. Say it one more time.
People are always rushing to what? To jump in that bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing it comes with repercussions. Oh, she crazy. You would have known she was crazy if you would have sat down and communicated with her and picked her mind. You know what I'm saying? You have got to communicate.
I'm gonna say this real quick.
If you want it to work, you gotta be willing to compromise and meet that person halfway. That's the next step. So you have to communicate.
But you gotta remember too. In this world, we have great pretenders.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got people who to advertise up front. You know what I'm saying? And pretend to be something that they're not. But that's the reason why we said to what date? Date that person. Sweetheart, you're going to see red flags regardless. And ladies, stop saying in your mind, he has potential. Because no, baby. That potential was the red flag that he wasn't what he said he was.
He got a red flag standing up there. I'll be like,
yeah. Man, look, if a man ain't willing to.
He said he's simple and he's stupid and he what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said men could be simple, stupid, and slow. So it's gonna fall out, ladies. Okay, it's gonna fall out, and guys, you know it's gonna fall out too. She gonna come in and she gonna tell you what you want to hear, but you gonna see some signs here and there. You need to see where she live. Okay. Y'all need to know where a person live. Y'all need to take this. That's if you decide that you want to take it seriously. You see what I'm saying? The whole one night stands is dangerous too, people. To me, it's whack.
Yes,
that's not my category. But I will say, the one nighters are dangerous. You could be opening up a can of worms that you want to close, but guess what? It may not close on your terms because that person don't want it closed. So you be careful with them one night stands, just jumping in the bed and wanting to run. You know what I'm saying? Be careful with that.
Hey,
You're gonna
look.
run off with something attached to you at the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Okay, because condoms don't protect you 100% from everything.
Definitely true,
fellas.
Coffee. You are so right.
Be careful with that.
You are so right.
You've been caught a lice, a bug, or something. Okay, might catch a bed bug on your clothes in your pocketbook. Okay, be careful with that. All right. So good men and women do exist. Look at his eyeballs. They do exist, but it
look. Hey. When you said bed bugs, that joke just hit home like, ooh, God.
Yes.
Look, here it is. The motherfucker had to throw away everything in the house, boy.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, and there's women out here that put they you see it. You go on live, you see a person, and some of them you see them in real life, and you be like, that person ain't the person I
ain't the same person.
That ain't the same person.
Okay. So it's nothing like meeting a person and
Me
saying,
personally,
okay,
when I
that's
start
the
dating.
same person I met
okay.
on camera. People love a person that's a real person. Be you.
Yeah,
Stop acting in front of the camera.
All
and
the
you on
time,
here for dating. Be the real
Man,
you.
look.
And we need to
Hey,
also
man,
be
I ain't
adaptable.
about to play with you.
We need to be adaptable.
No, you got
said,
people.
The traditional households and the new millennials, because of the economy, if you will sit up there and realize that y'all need to evolve together and adapt to change together, y'all gonna be a force to be reckoned with. You hear me? Y'all gonna be something. Because y'all willing to do what needs to be done to make it work and grow.
It's a lot. Boy, it's a lot nowadays. You gotta that waiting period. Hey, Helfer, you got like a 90-day grace period. If you ain't gonna make the cut after 90 days, you got to go.
But you gotta be willing to
communicate
and compromise. You can't have the person doing all the work and you not doing no work. Both of you, a relationship is work. It ain't no you put your feet up and I ain't gonna do no more.
I'm always
you
putting
that
in
person, you gotta maintain it. You gotta maintain that same energy.
But it's hard to actually deal with people that's dysfunctional, man. You know.
I'm gonna step down, Blue.
No, you ain't.
No, you're not.
No, you ain't.
We're all done. That's basically
where you
no. Can you wait till after she's done?
It's over.
Don't tap out.
No, it ain't over with.
Well, she ain't tapping out. That is basically
y'all been abusing my brother this whole time.
At all. He's not. He's over exaggerating.
It was a pleasure to talk to you, Sour Patch. It was a pleasure, Unbreakable Blue. It was a pleasure, Traveling Man. But I have.
I'm gonna be in your life. I don't even know why you playing. I'm gonna be in everybody's life. Why you playing with me?
I have somebody in my box.
Awesome. Yes, it is.
Oh, they waiting patiently. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Well, let them wait.
Well, okay.
No, listen to him. Well, let them wait. No.
Please let them wait.
It's my stream.
I mean, okay.
I'll let that go back to her stream. Everybody, thank you so much for pulling up. As you know, this was recorded, and you can always tune in on YouTube. Subscribe, okay? Because both of my shows are recorded, and it's on there to seeing what's going on with Looking New with Lady Blue, because I'm always doing something, okay? And I'm always having something on Wednesday that we know we cannot have as a feature show, because we just sat talking about a lot of stuff a little bit more raw, okay, and not too filter on Wednesday. So definitely thank you everybody for pulling up, and I'll see you again next week, and look out for the new topic, because that's gonna be juicy too. Okay, thank you everybody.